Hi, this is Barry Haimo. Thanks for stopping by for another dose of bite-sized bits of knowledge where we give you meaningful information in a short amount of time. We've covered a lot in our video so far, but let's just go back to what I talked about in my initial video, introduction video, where we talked about what happens if you don't plan ahead. The default rules kick in. The default rules, there's a lot of statute. If you really want to put yourself to bed one night, look at that statute, read it before you you go to bed. It'll put you right to sleep. These rules kick in. They apply, kind of breaking up into two parts, lifetime. They apply to your finances, paying bills, taking on debt. They apply to your medical decision-making, your caregiving. They're gonna limit who you can see. And the reason why they're doing this and they're having this impact is because the default rules will end up, A, going through court to be appointed. Someone has to be appointed in these capacities. And then once that happens, that person is going to be in charge of making these decisions for you. That person may or may not be someone that you want. It may or may not be someone that you like, and it may or may not be the person in another universe you would probably never want to have in that position. The only opportunity you have to make sure it goes the way you want is to plan ahead. Otherwise, you're rolling the dice. So finances, medical, care, well-being, on the post-death side, Well, let me go back real quick. What I'm talking about here is like incapacity. If you're not able to do things yourself for whatever reason, whether it's dementia, Alzheimer's, a physical disability, whatever, you're gonna need help. And these rules will kick in. Now, if you pass away, whenever that is, hopefully it's a long time in the future, again, your personal representative, it's gonna be chosen for you if you don't choose. Hopefully it's somebody that you would feel comfortable doing that job. Getting into your personal affairs, really understanding your life, and more so driving that probate through the system diligently and responsibly. Your beneficiaries are going to be chosen by statute. Whether you like it or not, it's going to go in a certain way. One of the biggest drivers for us, I think, when people want to do their estate planning is that there's a problem with the family. There's a complicated family dynamic that is driving them to make a change. They don't want the default rules. There's a lot of reasons for that. I've mentioned a few before. So your personal representative, your beneficiaries. I will also say that by default, your beneficiaries will receive their inheritance, if there's any equity in the estate, after creditors are paid, outright, which in English means they're going to get the money or the title of the property in their name, and they're going to have total control over what to do with it. That may be a disaster or may not. They may have creditors or spouses or people that are going to try and get that money, or they may not. They may be brilliant executives, and they might take the money and triple it or quadruple it, or they may not. That's the risk you're taking. All of this going through court, mystery people being appointed, mystery beneficiaries, and of course the big question mark on how that money ends up, within 10 years, will all be determined by statute, and is very unpredictable as a result. It's unpredictable as a result. So those are the main points that I would say are kicking in for the default rules, and I hope that you found this helpful. We'll talk more about those lifetime rules in a subsequent video soon. So thank you for tuning in and stopping by, and stay tuned for more.